Okay, so we have our, I guess, our base styles down, and we have our grid with our images. So what I want to do now is grab the code for the carousel. I'm sorry, not the carousel, the tab interface, so that we can give these images categories and click on a certain category, and it will show those images. So let's go to getbootstrap.com, and you want to click on the JavaScript link in the top here, and then click on tab, and that'll give us some examples. Okay, you can also have drop downs, which is pretty cool. Basically, you can use it as a second navigation if you want. But what I want to do is go to where it says markup. Okay, so we want this tab panel div and everything in it. Alright, so basically what's going on is we have an unordered list up here, which is going to have our links, and down here will be the content, and you can see that this div here has the ID home. Alright, and up here the first list item, or the first item, menu item, is pointing to the ID of home. Okay, so we have the home text is wrapped in a link which goes to the ID of home, which is going to show this content. This second link is going to the ID of profile, and down here we have a div with the ID of profile, so that content will get displayed when that item is clicked. Alright, so pretty easy. And then underneath you have this fade effect option. You can basically just include the class, and it'll do a nice fade in method. So what I'm going to do is copy this and go to our index page, and I want to go basically everything we have here we're going to have to include in the tabs. So I want to go under it. So container, row, sorry about that, container, row, I want to go right here. I'm going to go right under container. Alright, and I'm going to paste that in and make sure that it's separate from what we already have. Let me just fix this. Okay, so like I said, we have our menu, our tabs, and then the content. Alright, so this first one here, which is pointing to the ID home, I want to change that from home to all. Alright, area controls, I'm going to just change that. I'm going to change every instance from home to all. Okay, data toggle equals tab, that's good. For the text, let's go ahead and change that to all photos. Alright, and then down here where you see these tab panels, what we want to do is change this ID home to all. Okay, so now when this is clicked, this tab of all photos, whatever's in here should display. Alright, so before we add any content, I just want to get these set up. So the next one we have is the profile. So I want to change profile. I'm going to change that to 1 for category 1, and change this as well. And for the text, we'll have it say category 1. Alright, and then the next one here will be the last one, so we can get rid of this one. There's only 3. Okay, so messages, I'm going to change this to 2. I'm going to change these controls to 2. And then for the text, category 2. Alright, and then down here, same thing. Let's delete this last one. And we want to change this ID to 1, and then this ID to 2. So let's just see if this works. For the content, I'm just gonna, just to test it out, I'm just gonna put some text in so that we can differentiate each link. Whoops, that's not it. Okay, so all photos, category 1, you can see the text is now 1, category 2 displays 2. So that's working. Now what we need to do is paste the images inside the tab content. So the first one, all, let's delete that. And I'm just going to space this out and then go down, and I'm going to copy everything, both rows. Okay, you just want the rows. So this ends here. Yeah, so we want to grab this row and then this row. And I'm going to cut it out. And let's see, that's what, tab panel. And that's the container. So what I want to do is just paste that right in here inside of this, the ID of all. And I'm just going to fix this spacing. Alright, so if we save this now and reload, we have all photos. If we change it, obviously they're not displayed anymore. Alright, so that's good. Now for the category 1, we're going to go ahead and just grab the first row. Okay, so I'm going to grab this, copy, and then I'm going to paste it inside of the content with the ID of 1. And then for category 2, I'm going to grab this whole second row. Okay, so we'll save that and reload. And now if I click category 1, we get the first 3. Category 2, we get the second 3. Alright, so that's good. Now I just want to fix this issue here. We have the photos are kind of pressed up against the menu. So what I'm going to do is just going to put a line break in to separate those. There we go. Alright. So I think that's a good place to stop. I don't want to put the carousel in this video, but that's what we'll be doing next. So I will see you in the next video.